All right, so what up, guys? It's your girl ManicMeeks, and I am back with more House of the Dragon. You know what time it is, dog. You know what we're here for. If you're enjoying this reaction series, you can subscribe to my channel. Go ahead, subscribe. I'm here to speak together down below. Spots into my Patreon, patreon.com/ManicMeeks. I have the phone version of reaction, as well as YouTube links like access series, and also I have merch shop, Cities. Mugs, all types of original designs. You can support monetarily. Those drops. I got my Patreon. I got my merch shop. You can support monetarily. Support me free. How? You may subscribe. Why? Biatch, it's free. It costs $0 subscription button. Notification will be notified of my videos for free. And also have a gaming channel, which I'm going through Witcher 3 for the very first time. Getting ready to wrap that thing up. So if you're interested in that, it's going to be on ManicMeeks Gaming. So listen. Last time on House of the Dragon, I'm trying. This intro is going to be like 10 minutes, maybe. It just depends on how I'm feeling right now. I'm ready to jump into this thing. But last time on House of the Dragon, we had the time skip where we got to meet our older Rhaenyra, our older Ray. We got to see our older Alicent. We got to see her kids. We got to see There's Harwin, Breakbones. That's my guy. That's my dude. That's my man. I don't care. Justice for Breakbones. Fuck his brother. Fuck that guy. But we got to see what has been going on since the last time. I guess since they've been married, since Laenor and Rhaenyra have been married, just like a huge time skip to reacclimate ourselves to the goings-ons and the workings of the kingdom. So we have Alicent and Crispy. Oh, just bitch asses. Like the worst part about their whole situation is that Alicent and Crispin have been pissed, or Kristen has been pissed the entire time. 10 years have gone by and this dude is still so bitter. They are the ex-wives club, except for instead of working on themselves and just, you know, forgetting what happened to them and making themselves better for themselves and moving forward, these two bitter bitches are sitting here with their bitter ass beer being bitter. I hate this so much for him. He has such potential. He could have been such a good character, but instead he turned out, I wouldn't even say turned out to be a real bitch. There's no term to accurately describe the fall of this dude. Okay, Alicent is still like trying to make what her father said happen. Nobody else in the kingdom is talking about doing anything. The things that she's talking about doing. She's like, oh my gosh, Rhaenyra's gonna kill my kids if she doesn't get the throne. No, she doesn't. Rhaenyra hasn't said anything like that. Rhaenyra doesn't even give a shit. Rhaenyra will use those kids just like she's gonna use her own kids to place over into things to get stuff situated because she knows the prophecy. Like, no. Alicent has to have this happen or else she has nothing to do. Okay? It can't be copacetic. It can't be. Because if that doesn't happen the way her father did, and she wasted these years just trying to scheme and be mad. And the thing is, Viserys don't care. Like, if Viserys was, oh, I just wish he had a backbone. Because if he had a backbone, he'd look her in her face and be like, stop. Seriously, stop. I don't care. What I said stands. She is going to be the next queen, okay? She's not going to hurt the kids. No one said anything about hurting kids. As a matter of fact, I taught her to value children, which is why she would never hurt those kids. Like, what are you talking about? Why do you want this to happen so badly? Your kids to be on the throne, and then what? And then what? And then what? That's my favorite thing. And then what? She ain't got no and then what. At this point, it's a point of pride for her because she's got to stir the pot. She's got to, you know, stoke the fire. She has to figure out a way to make herself relevant and important because right now she's just miserable being wedded to this old man who's literally falling apart. Viserys is still alive, y'all. He's falling to pieces. He's falling apart. He ain't got no arm. Everything is juicy. He's like, sir, he should be dead. My goodness. But then you have Rhaenyra over here birthing children, and all of her brown-haired kids don't look nothing like their daddy. I rephrase that. Her brown-haired kids don't look nothing like her husband, because they look like their daddy. That's my man. And so pretty much it's it's an unknown or known secret that Sir Harwin is the father of her kids. Nobody is saying nothing, as they should, because I'm in charge and I do what I want. Shut up. Shut up. Number two, it's a deal. The only part of the deal that's off, in my opinion, is that she didn't have any kids with Laenor first. I would have done that first, and then I would have done whatever I want to do per the rules. But we have a lot of people in my comments talking about how Rhaenyra is a whore, she cheated on her husband. Y'all are stupid and don't understand the agreement that they had in the previous episode. That's not my problem, okay? That's your problem for not listening to the dialogue. Or, you know what? You should watch this show with captions so not only you can hear it, you can see it there at the bottom in the words. Because clearly y'all missed all of that. They were supposed, this is a marriage of convenience. This is a marriage of duty. They're going to be married to each other, having face, but in the background, do whatever they want to do. He's out here sticking and dicking all these guys. Nobody cares. But for her, since she can birth the children, for some people in the comments, that's a problem, isn't it? But I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. It's the deal. But she's having all these kids, and Crispin is being Crispin, and he's being nasty towards these kids, which is what I can't stand. That's why I just find Alicent and Crispy to be such a pain in my ass, because all they do is talk about dignity and what's right and decorum and rules. And Alicent attached herself to a dude who's out here mistreating children. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. They ain't got nothing to do with you. Your job is to train all these kids, and you're only training 2 of the 4 because your feelings is hurt and you are being a giant bitch. Go somewhere. Just go somewhere. As a matter of fact, I was so pissed because what they did to Harwin. Harwin got into a fight in the yard and he got dismissed, but Crispin killed somebody at a feast and he's still here. And people were trying to tell me that Alicent wasn't protecting him. Why the fuck is he still here then? Alicent's definitely protected his ass. Protected his ass then, he's protecting his ass now. And I can't stand it. I hate it so much. She is causing such strife and discord in this family for no other reason, just for her pride and just to feel like she needs to do something, because these kids would have been friends. You saw them joking around. The only one that was odd man out was Aemon. I would have odd man that out too, because he over here looking weird, but they were all hanging with each other, joking around, playing. You know, that's what cousins do, and she had to like scare him into doing something. But I'm just like, I'm tired of her, and I know this is not over yet. Oh gosh. And I know where this is going. Well, because of all the shenanigans happening in court, every single time Rhaenyra has an idea to try to mend the bridges, try to like sweep some dirt from her doorstep and get rid of it, Alicent is like, no, we're not going to do that. Viserys' stupid ass should just be like decreeing things left and right, but he's not, because he's a weak back man. He is the weakest, the backest of the kings. And Alicent is just like, I'm not doing anything that I don't want to do. And that's what it's going to be. So because she is hugged up, not really hugged up, but she's like allied herself with Larry's. Is it Larry's? Lars? I'm gonna call him Larry's. It looks like Larry's. She offhand mentioned how she wished her father was here because everybody else is taking Rhaenyra's side and they're not listening to her, but her father would take her side and he would be so impartial because he would take her side. Get out of here. Go home, ma'am. You're drunk. She wants her father here because she wants to have someone's backing. She wants her dad behind her back because she feels like this war is getting ready to happen, even though the war is not happening. She's trying to make it happen. But she feels like she needs someone in her corner to let everybody know how dangerous Rhaenyra is and how her kids are going to die and how she's not the heir and how she's doing all these things and why is she still here and my kid should be it and not her. And it's just real stupid. It's real stupid. But Larry's being the guy he is, it was like, okay, you know what? I am tired of being where I am, which is why he's talking to Alicent. He's trying to weasel his way into some power, trying to weasel his way into some strength. And that's exactly what he does. He takes her suggestion or like wish of wanting her father to be back to be like, you know what? I can get rid of 3 birds, 1 stone. Let's do this. So he goes ahead and has his father and his brother killed so that now he is the Lord of Harrenhal. And it makes room for Otto to come back to be the Hand of the King. And so Alicent is sitting there like, I didn't want this. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You have to realize who you were talking to. You have to realize that the shit that you're saying has real consequences, which is why I get so confused with Alicent. She wants all these things to happen, not realizing that she's pushing her kids into the line of fire. For what? Nobody is trying to kill anybody right now. But give it a few years, if you putting this shit into your kid's ear, you're making him a target. You're making him a target. You're making Rhaenyra's kids a target. And it's just like real stupid. It's real stupid to purposely put yourself and your family and your kids who you swore to protect in the line of fire just to have just so you can say I was right. Like, look, I was right. She was going to do this. No, she wasn't. But now she is. So here we are. And not to mention, Day over in Pentos is having the time of his life until you know, the best character ever, the second best character, not second best character, the second character in this episode that got my heart. Child, I'm sad. I wish that they would have showed us the backstory to their romance and their marriage. Everybody wants it. Everybody needs it. But they have 2 kids. I think they're supposed to be twins. I can't remember. I think it's Bela and what's the other one? Is it Rayla? Is it Bela and Rayla? I think. I can't remember. But he has 2 kids. He's waiting on that 3rd one. And she was like, listen, I don't want to be over here. I want to go home. I want to have my baby where my, you know, in my familial castle. I just don't want to be here anymore. We're guests here. This is not our home. Let's go home. I know you want to go home. You know you want to go home. So stop being stubborn and let's go home. But unfortunately, she went into labor, and it was the same situation with Emma, Ray's mother, where the baby would not come out. And the only way to get the baby out is to cut the child out, which would definitely be the death of the mother, but also could potentially be the death of the child. And here's the important thing that a lot of people, I don't know if they missed or just glossed over, because some people are really conflicted on whether Day Day actually cared for Lele or not. But he definitely did care for her because of this statement. When the Maester came over and said, Maester, whatever he is, doctor came over and said, like, listen, we have to cut her open. And he was like, will the mother live? When Viserys was in that same position, he said, will the babe live? Viserys cared more about the child than his wife. Day Day cares more about his wife than the child. He was like, will she live? No? Then, I mean, he was just thinking about what to do. His face said it all. He was like, I don't want to have to make this choice. I don't want to have to do this. She was hearing what was going on, and she got up and went to her dragon and was like, baby, Vhagar, sweetie, I know you keep losing riders, and I know you're tired. And it's a girl. Vhagar is a girl. I remember they said the she-dragon Vhagar. But for me, I don't know why I keep wanting to call him he, but the dragon was like, I don't want to do this, but realized that she was sick and she was dying, and she wasn't going to make it, and resigned it and go ahead and gave her the fiery death that she wished, as opposed to being cut open and splayed on the table out there. So he lost his child, he lost his wife, and now he's with his 2 daughters, and he's trying to figure out what the hell to do. He has to go back to Driftmark for the funeral. He has to, period. Because that's the way they're buried. They're buried at sea. So he got to bring her little bones, whatever's left from the fire, and bring her home. So that's where we are. Told you 12 minutes. It's going to be a long one. And on that note, let's go ahead and jump into season 1, episode 7 of House of the Dragon. I'm here so early, don't got a title. And let's try this. Okay, it's not bad. I know she is through. Got Uncle Black and Mild doing the rights. Fuck you. Oh, God, I hate him so much. Nobody cares. He's looking like, bitch, those kids are not my kids. He is so petty. He's laughing at that. Chow. Of course, he's bored. I know he is done. I know. Come on, Uncle Black and Mild. Talk your shit. You about to be past the Black and Mild for real for the rest. Oh. Dragons everywhere. The fuck are you looking at?
I have an equal claim to sympathy.
Jace.
She's a bit hard.
Come on!
Do you understand?
Come on, I get it. I'm just glad he knows. And he's like, man, fuck this shit, I'm out. Stop staring at me, bitch! I'd be like, what? I'm too loud. I'd be like, what? Fuck. He's like, I did that.
Lionel's strong side's been staring at you since the moment we arrived here.
What you finna do? Nothing, you bitch? What you finna do, nigga? Nothing. I'm sick of him.
It is only a look of pride, Sir Kristen. Laris is the new Lord of Harrenhal.
He wants to be come over and say something to me in public because I earned it. Oh! God damn it! No! I will not. I won't. I won't. I shan't. I won't. Like, Papa, why you black?
It means everyone's dead.
Oh. He's got a point. He's got a big point. Come on, look at her fucking hair. She got a French roll. You better roll French, bitch. I'm sorry. I know he is hurt. Look at her. She's just forever watching. I can't stand her. Oh, God, I can't stand her. Sir, I can't stand you either. Oh, God, you're still here. For the love of God, you're still here. Just go talk to him, for the love of Christ. This whole slinking around is just making it look worse.
Your girls are the very image of their mother.
Isn't that something?
Comfort and an anguish, as I well remember.
Look at him, look at his brother up and down. Fuck out of here.
Seems they've been especially cruel to you.
Look how old you look. You're crusty. You're crumbly. Brother, you have a bald spot. Look at my wig, it's luscious. Full frontal. It's a 4x4 up here. Okay, port all the way to the back.
Sorry for your loss, my prince.
Nigga, who you talking to?
No matter how fat the leech grows, it always wants for another meal.
Bitch! Don't nobody like you either, hoe ass. Go ahead, girl. You've been slinking around this entire time. Ma'am, just go talk to him. Go, you know they be looking at him. Is he about to pass out?
Go to bed, Emma.
Shall I see after Queen Alice?
Oh, he called her Emma. Oh, shit.
No, Sir Harold.
I didn't kick him. He is literally pulling. He's pulling a Tywin. He's like, God fucking damn it, you drunk ass. Get the fuck to bed. Bruh, listen. Uncle Black and Mild is like, I'm sorry, Brother Black and Mild. Pastor Black and Mild, that's what it's gonna be. Pastor Black and Mild is like, listen, we can't have none of this.
Gave up the idea of wearing a crown a generation ago. It is you, Lord Husband, who refuses to abandon this pursuit, even now at the cost of our children.
She can't even make it. I don't know if I can make it with her crying. I don't know if I can, okay?
History does not remember blood. It remembers names.
Mm-hmm. I understand why. I get it. I get it why. However, he does have a perfect point. Although don't get it twisted. I'm with her. It definitely should pass through Laena's.
We did try to conceive a child. We performed our...
Oh, well shit, bitch, there we go. Don't do it, ma'am. You're out in the open. Crispy is watching. He's watching! He's right there. Just gonna... Show me the view. This is a view of somebody watching. Time out! Time out! Where are y'all at? Like, just out in the open like that? Like, in the Opania? Okay. Oh, you're kind of not in the Opania. Okay. You're kind of covered, but you're still in the Opania. If they'd have did this in the first place, a lot of stuff would have been spared. A lot of things would have happened if they could have just, you know, hindsight. Fuck indeed. Oh my god, that thing is massive. Nigga, the shit I would have shat, it would have been liquid. Oh my gosh, shaking off this dust. Or possibly the writer. Sir, if you don't get your ass on that seat, do I like you? No, but dog, like, this is dumb. That's what the seat is for. You put your ass in it. I would vomit. Chunks would fly back in my face.
Maybe your cousins can find you a pig to ride. It would suit you.
Bitch! Hit him motherfucking mouth! Hit him back! Get up! Get up! Get up and hit him again! Beat his ass! Beat his bitch ass! No! Beat his ass! Y'all kids! It's 4 of y'all! Fuck his ass up! Jump! That's right! Jump his little ass! Y'all! Come on, kids! I mean, it's kids. Are you kidding me?
You will die screaming in flames just as your father did.
Oh, get him. Oh, it's done now. Get him! We know what's gonna happen. Get his ass. Get him. Let it happen. Yank! You's a bitch. You's a bitch ass bitch. That's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get. That's what you get. Bleed like a bitch. Bleed like a bitch. Bleed like a bitch, you bitch. Bleed like a bitch.
God be good.
Nope.
Vile insults were levied against them.
What insults?
What
The
insult?
legitimacy of my son's birth was put loudly to question. Prince Aemond must be sharply questioned so we might learn where he heard such slanders.
Over an insult.
Oh, no, now it's an insult.
My son has lost.
Oh, now it's an insult? I thought it was an attack, a murder. I thought it was a murderization.
Sly,
The insult was training yard bluster.
No. I'm talking to him.
I asked you a question.
Come on. Say it with your chest. With your chest meat. Your meat chest, bitch. Shh. Shh. I'm still talking. Still talking.
Aemond, look at me.
With your one eye. Look at me with your special eye.
It was Uncle.
Oh, to blame. Okay.
Me. We know, Father. Everyone knows.
Child. That is the correct answer. His brother sold him the fuck out. Really? Look at her. She's scared.
Interminable infighting must cease.
Mm-hmm.
All of you.
Yep. Pretty much. But it's not going to. Because she has to stoke the fire. She has to. Look at you, look at you, look at you. And now your little bitch ain't got no eye. You had thought, didn't you? Oh my God.
Your king demands it.
Look at her, but like, what about his eye? I don't even care. He punched 2 girls, okay? They were minding your business. You stole their mother's dragon. You had the audacity of caucasity, and they jumped your ass, and you lost an eye.
I shall have one of her son's eyes in return.
Girl. Okay. I like how when he puts his
King
foot
will
down
not seek
sometimes.
justice, the Queen will.
She's still talking.
Sir Kristen,
Go ahead, move, nigga. Go ahead and move, nigga. Move, nigga.
he can choose which eye to keep a privilege he did not grant my son.
You will do no such thing.
Stay your hand.
No, you have sworn to me!
Go ahead. Move. 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 Go ahead. Go ahead. Do it.
Alicent,
Do it.
this matter
Do it.
is is finished.
Do it! Do it! I'd be like, bitch, and I go to bed.
Alistair!
Yeah, nigga! You had fun, bitch!
What have I done but what was expected of me?
Exactly. I mean,
Aborting the kingdom, the family, the law.
you were not. Ma'am, you had somebody killed.
Again.
Release the blade, Alistair.
Now everyone keeps talking about how she is like, oh my god, the law. No, 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 no. You hear her. You hear what she's saying. Do you hear what she's saying? To holding it all in?
Of your own righteousness.
Come on, tell her. Yeah, holding it all in. Yes. Oh no. Nah, ma'am. That's a crime, ain't it? She shouldn't be alive anymore. Let's talk about it, sis.
This proceeding is at an end.
Her ass needs to be thrown somewhere. Get his ass. That's right, you bitch. You had thought you was gonna do something. Not. 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 I would have ended it right then and there. Ended it right then and there.
Rhaenyra.
You see her for what she is. What the king's stubbornness has wrought.
Child. The same exact stubbornness you placed on your children. Like, get out of here.
And to strengthening our house as we prepare you for your
How much time we got left?
I will raise our
That's enough time for you to not be here anymore.
You deserve better than
You're talking about the future, number one. Number two, you're gonna die. This is my second death. What's the thing? Prediction. This is my death prediction for the episode. She's done. Listen, she is the grandmama we all need. When you marry into a black family, you just realize what your place is. Like, you know what I mean? Not like in a negative way, but you realize like eventually you're going to be the grandmama of these chocolate children.
If it's I you want to balance the scales, I am your servant.
That will not be necessary.
Mm-hmm. Oh, now you know to watch your mouth around him, huh? Actually, my favorite part of the whole entire episode was Damon stood in front of Sir Kristen Cole and was like, That's the magic word. Can't believe they're gonna do it.
Heard about your exploits in the Stepstones, Sir Carl.
Can't believe it! Can't believe it! Ah! And now we get the truth of the situation. Shit!
You have always looked down on me.
I do love Laenor.
However... Oh, he slapped him! Poor baby. Gang, gang! I'm sorry. The way they jumped on me, Amen. That's my shit. You should have jumped on him. That's right. That's right. That's right. It is just so funny how Aegon is like, I just want bitches and beer. Okay, I want to drink and get my dick dicked. All right. Like, listen, Linda. Oh, they what? That is amazing. It's amazing. Come on. Brilliant. 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 Okay, listen, Linda. Okay, so let me tell you something. Book reader, I'm going to tell you what happens in this section of the book. In this little story of the book, no one really knows exactly what happened between Laenor and that dude. What's the Carl, whatever his name is, Carl. no one really knows what happened. In the books, he is killed in a marketplace. And it happened the same year that his sister died, like shortly after his sister died. So the way they did this to give him an out, to get the fuck out of Dodge, is so good, because people have to remember, and I'm going to keep saying this every single time, is that the books are various people's accounts and stories of what they heard had happened. The entire book is hearsay. The entire book is hearsay. Nobody knows what really happens. You're hearing or you're reading the stories based on how someone else sees the situation. If they're not a fan of the blacks, then they're going to talk shit about the blacks and hype up the green. If they're not a fan of the greens, they're going to talk shit about the greens and hype up the blacks. If people are a fan of certain houses, they're going to talk up the house that they like, and they're going to disregard everything else. That's what's very important to remember about the books. It's super important. And I like how this show is giving us the true events of what actually happened. I am here for it. I am here for every ounce of it. Every single fucking ounce of it. As much shit as people has talked about Rhaenyra. Rhaenyra is just, she's selfish, she's this, she's that, she's blah, 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 blah. It blows my mind that people don't see that Alicent is the same, if not worse. Because she doesn't understand that, like, she's learning the power of her words with other people. She already killed 2 people, technically, from her mouth. She facilitated the deaths of 2 people. And she was getting ready to try to kill somebody else. Like, oh, my son lost an eye, so now your son's going to lose an eye. Bitch, what started the altercation? What started it? What started it? Now, granted, Aemon and the dragon, that's something different. But when you come back in here and you're talking shit, you're going to get hit. And that's exactly what happened. And I'm glad the 4 of them jumped that little bastard. That's why don't nobody like your bitch ass. None of them like you. Your brother was drinking, okay? All he wanted was some long legs. He said he wanted tall glasses and tall legs, okay? He doesn't want any of this shenanigans. Notice who is pushing him towards that. Notice who is now there. And he was like, oh, I didn't think you had it in you. But now I see you do. Yeah, sure. I can't wait for these people to die, but I don't think they're gonna die. Like, I don't think they're gonna die in this season. And by die, I mean like the course of the story. I don't know what they're gonna do, because once again, the book is not the book. But then again, Otto is old, Viserys is old. Viserys, I think, I'm gonna predict that Viserys is gonna be the episode 9 death. Because you know how they do in the original Game of Thrones, the penultimate episode, somebody dies or something really big happens to facilitate the next episode. I'm thinking that Viserys is gonna die in episode 9. That just tracks with Game of Thrones setup. So I'm like, all these people eventually have to die. And I do know that we have one more time skip coming up. And I don't know if it's the next episode or if it is episode 9. I don't know. I do know there's one more time skip. But if you were listening to what Helena was saying, that's also like, she is a dragon dreamer. She is a dragon dreamer. In the previous episode, she said that Aemon will have a dragon, but it will cost him his eye. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what happened. My God, this show is good. It is so good. And there are a lot of people who are not book readers who are going to be confused by what the hell just happened. They're going to be confused by what just happened. And I completely understand it. But thank goodness I'm not you. I know the stories. It's so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Yeah, so like I keep telling everybody, I'm on a podcast. We talk about, sometimes we go into book spoiler territory, but it's very vague. But it's on AK Watch's channel every Monday at 9:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's where I will be. Sometimes I'll jump on for an after show. I might do it for a little bit, but I have stuff to do, so I can't stay on long. But yeah, if you want me to talk more about this, I would really behoove you to come and join us on the after show. I'm going to try to put this up Monday morning-ish to have it so that you guys can get the reminder in time. But yeah, that's all I got right now. I got to go talk to AK about this because we are on some things and we had a thing that's singing, so we're going to think some more. So I will catch you hopefully on AK Watch's channel to talk about House of the Dragon, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye! You're not getting any discussion from me, not today.